wondering how lonely is the journey to the top?
I am very fortunate. I don't know what loneliness feels like. And that's something that most men can't say. And it's why me and my brother, when we understood through meeting very good friends of ours who were married for 10 years, felt alone. Ex-military guys who felt that sense of brotherhood and loyalty and companionship in the army, or on their sports team, their college baseball team, their fraternity, their football team, and they lose it, and they balance all their happiness on one female, and they end up getting married, and they end up in these sad, lonely marriages. Those are the guys who opened my eyes to how special the relationship I have with my brother is. And that's what I try to tell the world as well. I don't know what loneliness feels like. You know, I was born in a very underprivileged family. I grew up absolutely broke. I didn't have I wasn't dealt the best hand, but there was always an ace up my sleeve. So I don't know what that feels like. I've always had companionship. I've always had someone who had my back, someone to fight with me, someone to work with me in terms of my brother. So I'm not going to sit here and say that the journey to the top for me necessarily was lonely. But let me tell the young men out there, you need to be able to identify low quality friends and cut them off and curate the people around you into a group of winners, a group of men who want to go out there and achieve the same things as you. And the journey to the top not only won't be lonely, but it will be far easier.
They say don't mix family and business, but that's all that you do. How is that possible? But that's a common saying that I've heard. And I've had that. I found it difficult. I have a younger brother myself, and we've kind of collided way more than it seems that you and your brother have collided in terms of business. I think eventually, like me and my brother Vincent could work together well, but right now we're just like, he's in a different country. He's in college. He believes in a lot of the matrix stuff that I'm completely against. We don't think the same way, but it seems like you and Andrew have always thought exactly the same. Why are you able to mix family and business, but most people can't?
I don't believe that most people can't. I believe that some of the most successful men that I've ever met mix family and business. The people who own Walmart are family business. Like the elites, the billionaires at the top will say money doesn't buy happiness. Oh, don't mix family and business. What the fuck are you talking about? Who are you going to trust with your money, your finances, your cars, your more so than your own brother? They're going to tell me not to team up with him and team up with some dude who might stab me in the back for a piece of pussy or a few dollars? No, absolutely mix family and business. I learned this. I'm going to go off on a tangent here. I learned this from a Muslim brother of mine, Bali, from Luton. He was a lawyer at your age. He was your age when I was still completely broke. He was older than me, so I must have been maybe 19 at the time. And he was driving a Ferrari sometimes, a Rolls Royce sometimes. He was always rolling in style. Now, entry-level lawyer, 60, 70,000 pounds a year. I mean, I know he wasn't making that much money. I said, Bali, how do you manage to have these nice cars and shit? When you're so young, you've only just passed the bar. How have you done it? And he said, look, his exact line was, even though I'm mixed race, he said, look, white people are stupid. But he didn't mean white people. What he meant was British people and the way British people conduct their family life. He said, me, and my brothers all live in our family home. All of our money goes into extending and building our family estate. Our wives stay home and cook and clean and look after our children. And I'm a doctor. I'm a lawyer. My brother's a doctor. My other brother's an accountant. My dad's an engineer. My other brothers work in construction to help build the house. All of our resources are pooled. And we have one Ferrari, one Rolls Royce, one McLaren, and like 5 Toyotas that we can use whenever we like. And I thought, you know what? If I had 10 brothers, I'd take over the fucking world. And that was a real eye-opener for me. So the Muslim families don't mix family and business. They're all about it. And they're largely, especially in the United Kingdom where I'm from, far more successful than the white families, or the British families, where what they'll do is they'll have 5 sons. The 5 sons will go rent 5 houses, pay 5 different landlords, study 5 different completely unrelated things, fight for 5 jobs in different fields where they can't help but support each other, meet 5 different toxic women, support these 5 different women all independently outside of the family home. There is no unified family home. And then, by the time they're 45, it's like, oh, well, I've got a nice BMW now. Why are you trying to climb up there by yourself? Who but your brothers? Who but your family should you be teaming up with? I think it's total nonsense. So when you say they say, who is they? Who are they?
You know that's a saying. Everybody says don't mix family business. That's a common saying.
I've heard that.